Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Psycho Worldwide in association with Entertainment proudly brings to you two of the greatest podcast hosts in the world. I am Crazy Kevin. He is Dan Jones, and we are two Fat Guys Podcast. What it do? What it do? What it do?
Man, what's going on with you, fam? How you feeling on this lovely Saturday evening?
Man, I'm Gucci right now, man. Can't complain too much. You already know how it is. Just trying to maintain.
Got my colorful pens, got my planner, making notes, taking names, kicking ass. I'm in here. Hey, bro, you see all these books? Working. Got some things cooking up for it.
That's what's up, though. That's what's up, man. I'm in a good place right now. But before we even get into this, we gotta pay homage to some people that we lost this week, and prior weeks to this. Um, we are paying homage to Psycho Sid, who passed away a few weeks ago. Sorry that we just get into this, but shout out to Psycho Sid, RIP to his family. Rich Homie Quan passed away this week. I wasn't a big fan of his music, but as always said, when you lose somebody that young, no matter what the circumstances are, so shout out to his people and RIP to Rich Homie Quan. And James Earl Jones, the voice of Darth Vader, Mufasa from Lion King. This man was also the voice of this singer, like this.
Hey, bro, you remember the movie, the commercial, the B2B?
Say what?
You know, he was the voice of Bell Atlantic for a long time. I know I just told my age.
That I did not know.
Yeah, he's Bell Atlantic, and for when they changed over to B2B, the B2B, something like that.
Okay.
Like business to business, something.
Got you. Oh, yeah, when they were doing the business stuff. Yeah, B2B, yeah.
King Jaffrey Johnson.
And then also, yeah, King Jaffrey from America. He was so iconic. We also want to say R.I.P. Frankie Beverly and Maze. Oh, excuse me, not Maze. Maze is still with us.
You killed the whole damn group.
You just have a habit of saying that when you say Frankie Beverly. But nah, shout out R.I.P. to him. He will be missed. Classic, iconic cooking songs, especially black cookouts. You know, before I met you, you know what I mean? And Sunshine and Rain. So yeah, dude, this is crazy. Definitely we lost some icons this week. We lost some icons this month. Are you good? We lost some icons this month. So you know, but we're gonna do what we do, and we're gonna celebrate these men in some shape, form, or fashion. So if you're a Tony Quan fan, go ahead and what's that song? Lifestyle. That's probably the only song of his I like. Like real talk.
And it ain't even his.
It was a Young Thug. Still.
Yeah.
Yeah, celebrate these people, man.
Blah blah blah.
Like TBS, guys. TBS had been showing a bunch of Earl Jones related stuff this last week. They aired a special the episode of Big Bang Theory. He was on there, which I thought was kind of cool. Like James Earl Jones was balling out. They was playing Knock and Run on Princess Leia's house door. A real home.
I'm dead.
So yeah, I thought that was fun. Yeah. For real.
Mine is Happy Feelings, bro. That's my favorite song ever, bro.
Oh, bro.
I can cruise to that song all day. Happy people, hey, yeah. My bad.
No, it's the reason why. It's the reason why we don't sing for them.
Sick of this shit. Sick of this shit already.
Say it with love.
LOVE.
So real quick before we get into the subject, I want to touch on wrestling. Last night, Friday Night SmackDown made its return to Friday Night SmackDown made their return to the USA Network with a brand new theme song, brand new entrance to the show. For a moment, I thought they got my girl Lyfe to do the intro, but come to find out it was Megan Thee Stallion. They got to pay to do the intro, and I just realized how much Lyfe sounds like Megan Thee Stallion. So,
yeah, Megan the B-Fab.
So, right, Megan Fab, Big Stallion. So,
yo, we're not even
pretty good.
We're not even 10 minutes into the show, and it's shenanigans.
Look, we gotta do what we do, man. We do what we do best. So we are in a good place right now, and I'm just having fun and looking forward to having fun tonight. So wrestling was pretty good. This we had WWE's been turned up, man. And
yeah, man.
I'm gonna talk my ish this week. How somebody is talking about WWE versus AEW and how the products are. How AEW. I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm about to get in my soapbox, but I'm gonna get into it. You know, because hypodermic needles and suffocating people. It's a bit much for me. But we ain't gonna talk about that. But we are gonna talk about what we are gonna talk about is part 2 in phase 4 of phase 4 of this joint right here. And I just realized I had phase spelled wrong, but that's cool though. Part 2 of phase 4, because we had left off a couple of weeks ago from part 1, so we come jump back.
Shout out to Brian, man. Brian and Chris.
Oh yeah, shout out. Brian was supposed to be here, but he forgot he had a previous engagement, so shout out to him. And Chris is living her best life in one island right now. So
we're talking about Chris, man.
So yeah. So run down the introduction of what we're gonna be doing tonight. The 3 movies that we're gonna run through. So we're going, like I said, we're doing part 2 to phase 4 of Underrated MCU. Dan got some information that he's gonna drop on us, like stats for each movie, and then we're gonna get into the particulars. And the first movie we're gonna get into is Doctor Strange. And there we go. And I'm gonna let you have the floor because I need to reset something on my end, bro. And I'll be right back.
That Doctor Strange is number Doctor Strange number 2. Doctor Strange and the Multitude of Madness is in the second installment with phase 2, phase 3. It was supposed to come out then. but they wanted to push him back to Phase 4, starring Benedict Cumberbatch and, of course, Elizabeth Olsen. This is, we call it a spin-off movie version to what you've seen in WandaVision. WandaVision, at the end, she was looking for a universe where her kids was at, trying to find them at the end. She finally found them, but the universe that she found them in, they was being mothered to by another version of her. Wanda, who didn't know she had these type of powers. So in order for her to jump through these dimensions or to these different multiverses without damaging anything, she had to insist on the help of another young lady that she was trying to actually chase down and steal her powers. It's very bad. That was crazy. And in the midst of that, Doctor Strange got caught up. He's also a holder of one of the books that she was trying to get, which is the Darkhold. Now, with that being said, throughout the whole movie, they're going through different variations, different multiverses, timelines. She's still trying to catch America and trying to. That's the girl's name in the show, America. I'm sorry, before I even get that to you. Still trying to catch her, and at the same time, Doctor Strange is trying to prevent her, save her life, to prevent Wanda from trying to catch her and steal her power. So it's a back and forth seesaw battle with Wanda and basically Doctor Strange. At the end, she does catch her, but she uses her the version of Wanda that still has the kids, Billy and Tommy, in their universe, and she uses her to basically run ransack through all these places because she didn't have enough strength to go through and use all the portals that she was supposed to. That's why she was trying to get the girl one. Doctor Strange was also trying to do the same thing, basically get back his love that he lost. He was always in a dark place ever since she broke off with him and wound up getting married to somebody else. He's never been the same ever since because he did love her, but due to the fact that he's also a superhero, he's not able to love her the way she wants to be loved, and he's always on the road saving other people's lives. It's that whole thing when you base it off of, you can save everybody else's life, but you can't save your own. In the midst of you doing that, you're losing the one person that actually held you down all these years because you're going over here fighting in Wakanda, and then you over here trying to save the world from Thanos, in which you get your props, but she wasn't looking at it that way. She needed you home. Selfish, save the world. Then you're supposed to do. The end of this movie, the whole movie, to me, I give it a B. Things about the movie technically didn't make sense. It made a lot of money, of course. It's Doctor Strange and it's Marvel. And based off of how it was looking, and it's directed by Sam Raimi. If you know anything about Sam Raimi is the guy who directed a lot of the Evil Dead franchise. If you know anything about the guy with the chainsaw in his hand, for a hand, Evil Dead, he brought that kind of graphic motion picture direction style to this movie. He wasn't the original director for it, but he took the chair because he thought he could bring his own version to it. And the other director stepped off the project. Did a good job. There was a couple cameos, Easter eggs in there that he had that reference him. I know. We good?
Yeah, kind of sort of. I had to jump on my phone because my laptop was bugging.
Oh, yeah. You cool now. You got the same screen I got now. What's up, boy?
Right.
But yeah, I was basically telling them about what the movie was about, a brief synopsis on the whole thing and how it was a spinoff of WandaVision. And there's certain things that are inside WandaVision you have to automatically connect onto Doctor Strange, because those are actually two movies that Disney Plus show. With this movie, you have to watch in order to understand what's going on in Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness.
Right.
So other than that, it was cool. I told him how it was directed by Sam Raimi, which is the guy who directed all the Evil Dead shows and movies back then. And he also directed what's that movie that just came out? Smile.
Yeah.
Smile 2. And there's nothing. I just seen it. It was this crazy. The new version of Evil Dead. The new version of Evil Dead, he did that. He did it. Good director, good director. He's the whole version of Tim Burton. I like this movie. I gave it a B. It was some spots in there I didn't understand. Some things I did feel it was rushed. I think a lot of this stuff was rewritten due to the pandemic and by having different directors jumping on and off the project. It wasn't the final product that we seen towards the end didn't match up anything what we was going towards. So once it was established that this was going to be the final movie, once you got towards the end, it was kind of a loss. But you had to stay behind and had to like rewatch this movie. I rewatched the movie like 10 times to understand one thing. Even though I like the movie, but I like long-term storytelling. If I can watch this one movie and then connect everything else, I'm good with it. I'm fine with that. The beginning of it connected with WandaVision, and the end started slowly dying off. So in my mind, it gotta be. If it had kept up the same pace, it'd be cool. I just hate the movies that start off strong and you end up with a Batman versus Superman moment. How did you get? Where did you hear that name type moment? I can't do it.
I don't know. For me, Doctor Strange gave me a lot of insight to how certain things started to transpire. But I just felt like it didn't go deep enough. But I think in the later movies, it did.
Sound like real.
Yeah. But I also feel like Doctor Strange was more or less like it was a little comical. But I think it should have been more serious.
Yes. But see, this is my only problem with Marvel. You got characters that need to be R-rated. There's a lot more violence in Marvel cartoons and Marvel movies than there should be. A lot of these should be R-rated to the point. A lot of kids should be. Our childhood was really messed up, bro.
It was. We
Like,
wasn't sheltered. we wasn't sheltered.
Because even X-Men, it was that's side note. X-Men was even better. The X-Men '97 was better than the X-Men he got back then.
Yeah, well, it was on what? Netflix? No, Disney. Sorry.
Just didn't matter. The graphics was better. Then you showed people getting actual hurt. Like, it was blood, bro. Like, if we'd have seen that back then, it'd have been, whoa, wait a minute. These are battles, somebody should not walk away the same way they got to this match.
True.
Wolverine and Sabretooth should not walk off like ain't nothing happened. You just fought for 3 days and 2 nights. So when it comes to a Deadpool movie or a Doctor Strange or anything of that nature with Marvel, I need you to be R-rated. If you try to water it down for your product and your company and your audience, which is you keep thinking your audience is kids, they're the ones that are going to buy the costumes. We're the ones that buy
first and foremost, you could no matter what you did. No matter what you did, you're not dummy. You can't dumb down Deadpool.
You're right.
So you can't just dumb down Deadpool. My laptop's back up.
You a delay.
Is that better?
Yeah. You go ahead now. You go now. On live shenanigans. That's how we fix it live,
baby. No, but Doctor Strange is it was I agree with you, but at the same time you gotta also understand. Look who holds the IP to it. So Disney want to still make sure that they put as many butts and seats as possible. And if you are rated out, it's gonna be hard to get a lot of these soccer moms and whatnot to bring their kids to go see these Disney movies because you just don't want the fanatics and the nerds to go see it. You want it to be wholesome, but in the price You doing that, you sacrifice the product.
Yeah, you do. There's a couple movies on Disney Plus with Marvel. I was just like, excuse me, this would have been way better if it was R-rated or PG-13 at the max. Right. There's a couple of them, and Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness is one of them. Although it did give me that feel when she killed the Fantastic Four dude, when she killed Reed Richards. When she killed them and took them out and blew up his head, I was like, all right, bet this is what I'm talking about. Now we get into the blood and guts. I'm sounding like, Daniel Brown on AEW, blood and guts. I was with it. I was with it. I still give it a B. It just could have been better than me. I can't do nothing else.
So at the end of the day, do you think the movie was under or overrated?
Over. It was definitely overrated too. Yeah, it was overrated. It gave me nuggets and stuff for the future, but it didn't. It just wet the taste buds with them. But I never knew what flavor it was. It was just there.
Got you.
Like, you ever ate something that had no flavor?
Yeah. White people would taste salad.
I
say white people potato salad.
You eat that?
You asked me, have I ever eaten anything without
flavor? Oh, I was ready to say, bro. You ain't still eating that, is you?
I said white people potato salad.
Nah, I got asthma. I can't eat that.
What?
Huh? What?
No, you gotta put some context behind that comment, sir.
Explain.
I'm gonna have to read it before I put it on the
screen. No, I know what he meant now. I know what he meant now. He's slapping me.
Right, so the next movie, oh Lord. So the next movie we're gonna jump into is gonna be. We realized that you was answering Dan's question. We're just gonna leave it at that.
If you know, you know.
Right, if you know, you know. So the next movie we're going to talk about, which I have already stated in the past, how much I was not a fan of this movie. So y'all already know. Oh, did you talk about what Doctor Strange, how much the movie brought in worldwide and all that other stuff?
I do, but it's not in front of me at this moment. So, and I know for sure it made a lot of money, and it doubled it. So, hey.
I'm mad at you. You said it made a lot of money.
And it doubled it. Every Marvel movie is going to double, so it's not even a problem. Like, it didn't make $1 billion. They only had three movies that made over $1 billion. Well, 5 if you count the Infinity War and Endgame. You're going to have Deadpool, this last one, Black Panther, Infinity War, Endgame, and it was, oh my God, I just had it, Spider-Man, the last one, No Way Home. They had only 5 to make, and Civil War, 6. 6. Winter Soldier almost made it.
Civil War did make over $1 billion.
Listen, I'm off my espionage. I love it.
I'm trying to do my journalism. All right, so Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange was released on May 6, 2020 in the U.S. Dr. Sam Raimi.
Raimi.
A 350. Raimi. I said Raimi. Budget $350.6 million U.S. Box office 955.8 million. And so, quick synopsis is that the Doctor Strange teams up with mysterious teenage girl who you explain who she is. from his dreams and who can travel across multiverse to battle multiple threats, including other universe versions of himself, which threatens to wipe out millions across the multiverse. So the next movie we're going to talk about, and I've already stated how much I am not a fan of this movie. Love and Thunder.
Go ahead and read that breakdown before I give you my answer. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, Chris. Welcome. Oh,
hey,
wow.
Chris.
You get a personal shout out. Like, hey, y'all, then hey, Dan. Wow.
Because I'm him.
I feel slightly.
I'm him.
You are not him.
You're crazy. I'm BMC, big and confident.
Anyway, I'm big and confident too.
You're just big and conceited.
So, I'm just big and conceited. I'm far from conceited. Well,
that
around
me.
October, I become conceited because that's my birthday month. Other than that, I ain't conceited. All right. So the movie we about to jump into, Carmelo and Trick. Shut up, girl.
Wait a minute. I can't be Carmelo.
That is a wrestling reference, y'all.
It's more like chocolate and Trick.
My Lord. So we're talking about Love and Thunder. And Thor, Love and Thunder. Thor embarks on a journey. Hey, wake up. My phone trying to go to sleep on the bed. Thor embarks on a journey unlike anything he's ever faced. A quest for inner peace. However, his retirement gets interrupted by Gore, the guard butcher. A galactic killer who seeks. You must stop trying to be disrespectful. Talking about my phone. I apologize, y'all. A galactic killer who seeks the extinction of the gods. To combat the threat, Thor enlists the help of King Valkyr, Korg, and his ex-girlfriend Jane Foster, who, to his surprise, inexplicably wields his magical hammer together. Sorry, missed the punctuation. Together, they set out on a harrowing cosmic adventure to uncover the mystery of the god Butcher vengeance. This movie was released in the U.S. on July 8th, 2022. I'm not going you need to pronounce that director's name because I cannot do that. And box office was 760. Thank you. And box office was 760.9 million US. I'm gonna get my ish out of the way so you can do your thing.
You know what? I'm already gonna bounce off of what you're saying. Go ahead.
I hate this movie.
This show about to be bashed.
I hate this movie. It's overrated. I'm just gonna say that right now. And I couldn't take it serious. From the trailers, I just had like this really bad 80s movie feel messed me up. It took me out of it. I just couldn't get into it, and I was like, I'm done. I'm done. Like, I just cannot get into this movie.
You want me to go now?
And Naeem, I don't know if you're serious. Naeem said it's the best Thor movie ever. And I
he's drunk.
He's
drunk.
Funny.
He's being funny.
And Chris, that's being funny. And Chris says that I like the 80s feel to this. So I'm done. Go ahead.
The movie pissed me off, bro. It's flat out.
It pissed me off too.
It pissed me off because I didn't mind the 80s feel. I didn't mind that. My thing is, when you have certain villains, I'm expecting chaos. He was one of the ones I was expecting. Christian Bale, aka Go to Garbage. I'm expecting chaos. You only kill one god this entire movie. Like I told you, when I first seen it, I was happy because I seen a Marvel movie. It was colorful. It was different. The little two goddamn reindeer getting on my nerves. I was with it. But when I got home and watched it again, it was like, bro, it was, I don't know. And I realized the special effects was wonderful. I give it to him. How they did the camera work is wonderful. The acting was wonderful. I get that. The writing was terrible. I couldn't do it. And am I drinking? Because that's for you.
No, you're not drinking. You're not drinking.
Like, but I was in the multiverse. Yeah, when you have a villain like Go to God, but I'm expecting you to go crazy. And with this kind of a movie, this character should not have been in this movie because you don't have the IP to use the actual characters. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because now, on a side note, I did the trailer reaction for it. Sony just is about to put out the actual person who created the black sword that Go to God Butcher has in Thor: Love and Thunder. Like I really feel like Sony is being petty with these characters. We're going to use because in the contracts, if Sony uses the character first, Marvel can't use that character at all. They got to use different variations of the character.
Well, we all had already stated that Sony was petty, so that's nothing new.
Yeah, but see now you made Marvel aware when you got the person who invented the sword, who created Venom and Carnage and Toxin and all them in this next Venom movie, which his name is Null. You got him in it. You got him making the Necro Sword, in which we already seen the Necro Sword in Thor: Love and Thunder when he killed the first god.
Right.
Now you put Marvel in a situation where this movie should have came out after this movie if you're trying to make everything canon. But now you're making everything go backwards on purpose. So the director for the Thor: Love and Thunder should have stayed home. And I'm a fan of your work. He should have stopped at Thor Ragnarok.
Hold up. Did you say he should have stayed home?
He should have stayed home, bro. This is every movie does not deserve that brightness, bro. It gave me a He-Man feel. If this was Masters of the Universe, I'd have went with it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But this is Thor. There's nothing bright about Thor.
No.
The brightest we got is when the first Thor, when he had them bleached eyebrows that match his hair. That was all we had.
Right.
Go to God Butcher should not have been in this movie. This was a waste of a character. This was a waste of Christian Bale. We finally got the person over in the Marvel, and you give him a Go to God Butcher who stops killing for the love of his dead daughter to bring her back. You just spent all these hundreds of years killing gods to find this one, just kill them because they didn't vow to do what they're supposed to do for their own people. So now you're killing them. Then you finally get to your destination, and somebody who's already dying tells you, volunteers your boyfriend's information, like, hey, my man is going to babysit your child. If you bring your child back, Thor is going to take care of your baby for you and make sure she lives a wonderful life. What if this man didn't want no kids? You giving this man is a superhero, and you're giving him kids, even though the kid has powers. That's not his case. And then he goes along with it. So you die, your daughter survives, and now what? First you was without a daughter, now she's without a father.
Facts.
What's the whole purpose of this movie?
Money.
To be honest, this whole Thor: Love and Thunder should have been a part 1 and a part 2. I would have felt better this is part 1 and part 2. If this would have been the first one, he's going around killing the gods, and then part 2, Thor finally catches him and tries to fight him and kill him. Or Thor almost dies in the first one. They bring him back in the second one, and then he goes off. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It was a lot going on. Then you introduce us to Zeus. You made Zeus comical, talking about orgies, which hey, listen.
Look, every time I've ever heard any inclination about Zeus, it's all like even in the God of War game.
He's a mad person.
Zeus is out banging people, yeah.
Right. He's violent. You get him in here, he got him a skirt, a ponytail, having a meeting. You have a whole room of gods. And y'all talking about when is the next orgy? What are we gonna have for dinner? Y'all should team together and get this guy. Y'all could have been got rid of this guy, but y'all hiding from him. And it takes Thor to come back with a rock homeboy.
Chris said, I hope they do this Hercules part right.
They not. They not. They not. They not.
Just like that, yeah. They not, yeah.
They not. When it comes to Thor, I hold him with respect because of the lore that comes with it. You see what I'm saying? Right. Thor, Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Venom. I hold them to a higher regard than everything else because they're connected to almost everybody. And everything is pretty much violent. But when you give me something like this, and Zeus is prancing down the steps from flicking up his skirt, getting body, I can't let it go. I can't let it go. And I'm thinking to myself, like, all right, he's going to turn up and do something. You get stabbed with your own weapon, bro. Then your girl
stabbed with his own body, yo.
Remember when he tried to throw the lightning bolt at Thor, he caught it and threw it back at him.
Yeah.
That's how we're going to go. You were the mighty Zeus. Thor pumped you up for like the last 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden you come down and you do this. This is what you do. You know what they could have gave me? Instead of Hercules, they could have gave me Ares, bro. Because he is one of the gods of war. Don't give me Hercules. He's just strong. You pretty much telling me Thor's going to beat him anyway. That's what you pretty much telling me. That's like you're putting Mike Tyson in the ring with Jake Paul, knowing you know what the answer is going to be. You see what I'm saying? It's right. This is a waste of a budget. Taika Waititi is a good director, hands down. I like him as a director, but this was not the movie for you to direct. You made this movie overrated. The commercials was like, all right, bro. You give me something different. When they told me the person was going to direct it,
the commercial in the trailer, but for me, the commercial in the trailer turned me off. Like I look at watching and yeah, this is about to be a fat guy thing. I look at trailers and commercials for movies like advertising. Like advertisers, y'all.
Right.
Like if the advertiser's good, I'm going to be into the meal. Cause now you got me looking forward to something. I never look forward to Thor: Love and Thunder. Like not once did I look forward to it.
They baited me with Gordon Butcher. Oh, you can ask anybody in my family when they said Gordon Butcher, Christian Bale was going to be him. I was with it as soon as they said it. Like, let's get it. I know what it's about to bring. They showed me clips of dead gods laying on the floor, and you get to the movie. None of them gods that he killed is in the movie but one, just for the director to tell you all Christian Bale's murder from all the gods is laying on the showroom floor.
Right.
You wanted to tell a story of the daughter, a story of a daughter and his son, and the love between Thor.
But the problem is that shouldn't have been the story.
Shouldn't have been the story. We could have did without Jane Foster. Well, listen, I told you this is gonna be bad for this movie. We could have did without Jane Foster. You could have just had Valkyrie and Thor this whole time going through, and you could have kept the Guardians of the Galaxy in the movie. I would have been better with them. We didn't need her. I don't care about her getting this hammer. Just for her to die in the first movie, that she gets the hammer in.
Right.
She could have had. Granted, she had cancer, and Thor is so damn dumb in this movie. You whisper to your hammer, take care of her. You know what I'm saying? Take care of her when I'm not around. What she finally does.
Here's the problem though, because you said she had cancer, which is true. But also, wasn't the hammer every time she used the hammer, it made her sicker?
Right. It because the hammer enhances everything that's in you, even though it makes you better. The hammer is like the animanium in Wolverine. The more you use it, over time, it's going to get you. It's like a drug. You got to get off of it, let your body wean down for a minute. But you keep using, you're going to burn your body out. That's why he kept begging her to stop using that hammer. It's not made for quote unquote normal people. We think that clearly with Iron Man and the gemstones.
Yeah, facts.
It's not made for humans, bro. And you using that, like, you don't see Thor getting sick every time he uses it. You see what I'm saying? Even Captain America.
But you also got to remember, so I'm going to be all right. With that being said, I don't think that was a fair comparison because this Thor was like the hammer was made for Thor.
The hammer was made for Odin.
So Naeem said the hammer is only for those. It's only for the chosen one.
Right. It was only chosen for her because of Thor.
Right. Because by Thor being, but you also got to remember by Thor being a god, he's, no pun intended, but he's built different.
Right. And it's crazy because I don't know. This movie's overrated. I give it a D.
Yeah, that's higher than what I gave it.
I gave it a D. It's just because I wanted a different director, and the way we used Christian Bale, I thought was terrible. I thought it was terrible. You put this man in the bed sheet filled up with napkins and told him to walk around in the bedrobe. For real. Think about it. You couldn't really use the exact version of Gore the God Butcher. The Gore the God Butcher had on the black hoodie and he had nothing else on. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You put this man in the Jehovah's Witness robe.
Stop.
With gray tattoos, and you told this man to act like he was hungry. He should get an Oscar for trying to play that role, even trying. We need to redo that later on down the line and get some work done.
Stop.
It gets a D. It gets a D. Is overrated. Got me mad as hell. Eyebrow raising up. I think my blood pressure went up 2 points.
What?
My blood pressure went up 2 points.
I'm not with you, y'all.
What? 2 points.
I'm not. How much your blood pressure went up 2 points?
2 points.
2 points.
Yeah, damn right. It's about to be the same number on your jersey in a minute. We'll get off this damn subject.
I'm not with you. All right.
Good night, man.
So, the next movie and the final movie we're going to talk about tonight is, to me, it was a great movie, but it was also sad because we lost a great man in the process of this. This movie did a lot of respect and paid a lot of homage to the person that we lost, and the person I'm referring to is Chadwick Boseman. So, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever did so much respect to him. Even in the opening credit scenes when like the graphics when the Marvel symbols popping up, you pay close attention. There's a lot of Black Panther references going on inside that Marvel graphics as it's coming up. So and y'all forgive me because I do know some of these names, but and for whatever reason I'm going to butcher them. So now I'm not even going to do that.
I got you. I
So
got you. Bro.
after the,
I got you on someone. Go ahead.
all right, Queen Ramonda, Siri, Makuba, Oki, and Dora fight to.
Okay. We got Okoye.
Okoye, Okie dokie, Okoye, and
Mbaku.
Dora. Huh? Mbaku. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's the monkey dude.
All right. So they fight to protect. I know people are going, how you a Black Panthers fan and you can't pronounce the names. Shut up.
You gotta forgive me, bro. My daughter just came past talking about Yo, listen. We watched Wakanda Forever like 15, 20 times. This is probably go ahead. You forgot these things, bro. I'm sorry. When it's my turn, I got it.
So they fight to protect their nation from intervening world powers in the wake of King T'Challa's death. The Wakandians, that's what they call the Wakandians, or the Wakandans, there we go. The Wakandans try to embrace, this is what happens, people, when you're dyslexic and you don't pre-read stuff. The Wakandians try to embrace their next chapter. The heroes must band together, because I was expecting my partner to read this. The heroes must band together with his sister and Everett Ross to forge a new path for their beloved kingdom. The release date was November 11th, 2022 in the U.S. Director Ryan Coogler. I thought it was Coogler first, but I took a shot in the dark. And box office was...
I do that all the time.
Box office, you know what? Pause. Box office was $859.2 million USD. Yo, I cried. Like, and this, first of all, this movie caught a bad rep. Let's just be a buck. This movie caught a bad rep and it shouldn't have. Because a lot of people was expecting something and they was like, oh, they should have got a, or then no. First it was they shouldn't have done the movie because it was disrespectful to Chadwick Boseman. The other people was like, oh, they should have got somebody to replace him as the Black Panther because we're leaving out stuff now. Like everything that happens in between him taking over Wakanda to his actual death in the comics. Like you can't make everything canon. And definitely you can't make it canon when the actual person dies in real life. So eventually his sister was going to become the Black Panther. Unfortunately, because of Chadwick Boseman's untimely death, it expedited it. And Disney and Marvel knew they couldn't just put Black Panther in the vote because it plays a pivotal part in the MCU. So you can't just put this in the can and say, all right, never again. It doesn't work like that. It has to be there. Like you need them. You need this. And I thought it was very wonderful. I thought it was perfectly executed. And I was happy with the movie. I was extremely happy with the movie. Some people were not. And I think those people need to go reevaluate their lives because you're special. And I stand by that.
So you giving it an underrated?
Huh? Oh, that movie was completely underrated.
You tagging me in now?
Not yet.
All right, go ahead.
I'm going to give me a second.
Hey, look, I got my hot tag right here. Ready? Look, I got my hot tag.
They hold on. Okay, so I gotta go back. Y'all gotta forgive me because I'm like I said, I'm using my phone, so this is new for me.
My man is
So,
doing electric slide with his phone and his laptop.
right.
Are you coming with me?
Exactly. Okay. So not we got to go back a little bit. All right. So Naeem, this is talking about Thor. Just real quick. Naeem said blasphemy. The unsung hero was Russell Crowe. Uh, he was a great Zeus. I'm not going to put all these up on the screen. This movie was excellently done. Now he's talking about Black Panther.
I was ready to say he has to be drinking talking about Thor Love and Thunder.
Right. I
He
didn't
must
like
be
the
with that hammer or
Aztec.
something.
He said he didn't like the Aztec Namar angle, but he was with it and he was watching the joint right now. Love the all white funeral. All right, there we go. So now we pulled up on the comments. And I can move myself back over here. Tag, yo.
That's what I'm talking about. You my guy. You my guy. All right, so listen. This movie's underrated. It happens to be exactly what you said. A good rendition of what happened between what's going on. But first and foremost, Letitia Wright did not want to do it. She did not want to play this role that early. They had a choice between M'Baku or Sherry, which was played by Letitia Wright.
Right.
Ryan Coogler said it'll be better for her to do it because of the connection between them two as brother and sister. And in the comic book, she has it before M'Baku does. And what you see at the end of the movie, M'Baku has it now.
Come on now, Miss Voorhees. Come on now, girl. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it. So
love you, girl. Chris says, I love the funeral part. Felt that they could have developed Sherry's story a little bit more, but I understand this was hard for everyone.
And she's absolutely right. They could have, but they did just enough. Just enough. And Paul, side note, Crazy's Corner, Kevin's Corner. I'm sorry, bro. We about to go in. My bad. I appreciate it. I love you, bro. Damian Priest had the role of Namor.
He did.
Was the original person for it, but Vince said it was bad for business.
Because it wasn't his idea.
Bro, you know how much money you took out of this man's pocket? He probably wouldn't have got the belt till this year. I mean, like next year.
Right.
Because now they're in production to do the next Black Panther. And Namor is in that movie. You stop this man from getting a lot of bread. That man that played Namor got over $360 million. That's off of residuals and everything.
Oh yeah.
That's
he'd have definitely banked more than what probably his contract with WWE.
Yeah. That's bread. You took this man and said no. Like I'm never taking food off another man's table. There's no way possible. I might not like you, but I'm gonna make sure you get that bread to feed your family.
All right, so Naeem chimed in just now and said, "Touch the screen." There we go. Said my only negative was they killed Angela.
No, listen, ain't even that. The fact of the matter is, I wasn't the only one mad when she got snubbed on the Oscar.
No, he wasn't.
I wasn't the only one mad at that because it's about to be a crazy corner, bro. Kevin's Corners. I'm sorry. She got snubbed at the Oscars for Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis, the first time she did a movie that wasn't involved in getting chased by her older brother in a match. The first time ever you didn't get chased by him and you get an Oscar for it. That's crazy work. And you played a secretary. 1 minute he was fat, next minute he wasn't, and you went around doing the Matrix stuff. We seen the Matrix 10 years ago already. Now you get an Oscar for doing it. You got a good body of work. But that night wasn't for you. I feel as though she got snubbed. Even when the actors came up there, when Jonathan Majors and Michael B. Jordan got up there, they looked at her and said, "Queen, y'all know what it was."
Right.
That's one right there. Letitia Wright did not want to do the movie based off of like what I said. She didn't want to damage that. She didn't think she's gonna do a good enough job. If you look on your Disney Plus and see the behind the scenes of it, she said it took her almost a year to agree to do the movie. It took her almost a year. They just lost Chadwick. Angela wasn't even in the right place to do it, but she knew she was the mama figure, and it had to be done. Everybody pushed through and got it done. And then there was supposed to be a love scene between her and Namor.
So hold on. There's a couple things Naeem just said. Naeem said they facts, they straight played her. They gave it to Jamie out of pity. And he said, which is on the screen right now, I wouldn't have wanted it if I didn't earn it. So I'm gonna play devil's advocate just a little bit for Jamie Lee Curtis. The Oscars has this habit of giving people awards that they should have won prior. Like Denzel won his Oscar for playing a dirty cop in Training Day when he should have won it for X, for playing Malcolm X. Okay, so sometimes the Oscars do this where they'll give somebody an award where they should have gotten it years ago. But at the same token, I agree with Naeem. It was, and I agree with everybody. That was just poorly done. And the thing is, they're voted. So for those who don't know, there's a committee. Is the committee are a group of actors and writers and so forth. This makes up the Oscars committee, and they vote on the winners. Like they pick the nominees, and then once the nominees are announced, they vote. These people that's part of this panel, they vote. It's the same thing with the Grammys. They get music artists, people within the music industry that has been part of it and made some type of significant contribution in some shape, form, or fashion, and they vote on who they think should win the Grammys. So unfortunately, and I agree with Ms. Voorhees here, what it says the Oscar committee is fickle and small-minded because it is a small group of people within the industry and they play favorites. So it's like we have to give Jamie Lee Curtis an award eventually because she's about to phase out. And do we really give her a Lifetime Achievement Award? That's like, I don't think Dr. Dre's ever won a freaking Grammy, but they gave him a Lifetime Achievement Award. I don't think Ice Cube has ever won a Grammy, but they gave him a Lifetime Achievement Award. Because it's like, yo, they made significant contributions, but because they didn't appeal to, as Naeem would say, our what do you call them?
Clear friends.
Yeah, our clear friends. Thank you. So they didn't fully represent our clear friends. And unfortunately, Wakanda Forever didn't represent our clear friends. And there's other movies where Angela should have won an Oscar for prior to Wakanda Forever. So, playing devil's advocate, like I said, I kind of get why Jamie Lee Curtis got it. Is it right? No. But do I understand? Yes. Most people won't understand, and if they do understand, they're not going to care. Back to you.
I'm on that boat. I understand. I just don't care. It was wrong either way you put it.
Right.
It was wrong either way. But I don't care who's on it. I'm with Ms. Voorhees. They're simple mind. You got a bunch of old ass white men voting for these movies who stuck in their Gone with the Wind Casablanca ways, and you sit up here, you disrupting talent over this because Miss Angela Bassett's speech in this movie, that whole 30 seconds of his speech shook my brain that whole time, and the whole energy of this movie felt personal, even though it was because of the loss. Everybody, like they said, behind the scenes upgraded their acting skills over this movie. Everybody held each other accountable because you wanted to put on a perfect movie. I think this movie was disrespected and was spat on by critics and the Academy.
Hold on.
It should.
Hold on. Naeem said, I think this movie in some ways was
It
better.
is.
Then hold let me finish reading the comment.
My bad.
I think this movie in some ways was better than the first because of the emotional aspect. We felt Chad's spirit. You felt the cast pain. The
You
first movie,
did.
hold on. The first movie was we felt pride. The second
Mm-hmm.
one we felt real loss, and that's 100. Because I know when the first Black Panther came out, black people that you didn't even know, you just walking down the street minding your business in the market, they going Wakanda forever, and you just got bopping. Like at
This was
first
the
you were trying to
same
put
movie that people was the dude get dope boy around the corner, Mondawmin, was yelling out Millennium out, and you see the movie that he's like, my brother, hey, my brother,
right.
you just sold me a pack this morning,
Hey,
my brother. Yeah, but
but
this
not.
movie,
But go ahead.
I ain't getting my bag in this movie all day long, but it ain't gonna be right.
So, but this movie was definitely underrated, and like you said, and it just wasn't underrated by the critics; it was underrated by the fans too. And
Yeah,
those, those are the people I'm really pissed with are the fans. Like I don't expect much from critics because critics are always going to be critics. They're going to have a special or certain view of things. But I was highly upset with the Marvel diehard fans that said that they shouldn't have made the movie or they should have got a replacement or just like, well, why would you do that? Like if you call yourself a true Marvel fan, then you know why they did what they did. Everything can't be canon. Like you, as much as we want it to be, it can't be. It's not even possible.
canon or comic book accurate, it's not gonna happen.
No.
If that's the case, you can predict the movie before it come out.
And
And
what fun is
Kevin
that?
Feige clearly said he don't want that.
Right. And what fun is that?
Is another case of that. Simple example off topic. That's like having Lil Wayne at the Super Bowl in Louisiana. Everybody predicted it, but we don't want that.
No.
Yeah, I'm taking shots. Everybody
No.
claiming, oh, it's in Louisiana. We need to get Lil Wayne. No, you don't. No, we don't. Prince is from Minnesota, but he didn't do Minnesota. He did it one a year before that, even though he passed. They don't have Super Bowls in Indiana, but yet we have Michael Jackson at Super Bowl.
Didn't the one that took place in Vegas, that was the one that had Eminem and Dre and all them? And
Yeah,
they and like M's from Detroit
Emmett's
and
from
Dre is
Detroit,
from LA.
Dre's from LA, 50's from New York.
Right.
Nobody
And them
yelling
from
out. Nobody yelling out. Oh, Jay-Z go to do the one in the Super Bowl in New York. Like, no, let's get off of it. Jay-Z made the situation. Kendrick Lamar had the most hits, the number one hit of the country all this year. One song. Let this man get his flowers.
You ever notice, real talk, off subject though. Speaking of Kendrick, you ever notice Kendrick don't drop like multiple hits a year. Kendrick
He don't
normally
need
drops
to.
like one or two hard bangers, and that is it. Like he'll put an album out, but it'd be like two hard songs that it gets like the most craziest radio play. Like
And the
he
rest of
don't
it
drop a
becomes
lot
his
of
music.
singles. Huh?
Like he's one of them guys. Like, yo, why am I putting out all this music when I put out my music the first time? You're gonna trash it more if you don't hear me all the time.
Yeah.
If I hear you on every mixtape, on every song, I'm not. It's like hearing Drake every 20 minutes. He was on every DJ Khaled song for a year and a half.
I
You
mean
get
that
tired
was
of it.
that was like Wayne. Wayne was gonna do just about every DJ Khaled song at one point. And
Yeah, but
Ross.
he can rap. Sorry. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
So here's the thing. And we're gonna get back on this MCU thing in a second because you said something. And
I know.
this is a discussion that we need to have on this show because we don't do a lot of music. I don't think we done anything music related, but we need to do
because
this
this happens a lot.
right. He being Drake. I keep telling people he's an actor.
Yeah.
He's an actor.
Yeah.
Actors. He's an actor.
He acts like the movie he don't. He acts like the music he don't write.
So his current role, which has been his most successful role, is a music artist. I refuse to call him a rapper, but he's a music artist. His most successful acting role has him being a music artist.
Yeah, because in Degrassi he was terrible.
Okay. I never saw the Canadian version of Degrassi. I didn't even hear of the show until after they did the US version. And my kids was like, "Oh yeah, I'm into this show. Like I'm really watching this. Cool. All right, good for you, son. Good for you, daughter." I don't know.
When it comes to that, I'm like, I'd rather watch 24 Hours of Paw Patrol.
Shut up, yeah. All right, with that, Michael. With that Ryan Reynolds reference, okay. So,
in my bag.
Yeah, you in your bag tonight, yo. So we're gonna get back on this MCU thing real quick before we get ready to get out of here for the night. And yeah, we are actually getting out of here kind of early because he did what 5 movies last time, 4 or 5 last time. So, like I said before, this movie was highly underrated.
Yes.
I mean, highly underrated. Like I said, I do not appreciate the fact how quote unquote hardcore Marvel fans disrespected this movie. Yeah, Angela should have won, and I know she's a humble woman, and you always hear them say, "Oh, it was just an honor to be nominated," which I believe it is, but it's also sweet as hell when you win, especially when you've been putting in body at the body at the body of work.
Because when you think about Angela Bassett, bro, you think about this lady is quote unquote as young old as she is.
Still fine.
She doesn't look like a day over 35.
No.
I'm talking about 35, fresh out the gym, 35.
No.
You should have got
wrong. I know makeup probably plays a part in that, but even without the makeup, she still looks good. So
I'm looking at Waiting to Exhale. You got an award for getting beat up on by a man and overcoming that.
Yeah. So
you know how many awards Tyler Perry should have then?
What?
You know how many awards Tyler Perry should get his actors, bro? Because almost all his movies, the black man looks terrible.
That is true.
We done beat up on him, cheated on him. All them black women should have got Oscars.
All right, so hold on for a second.
My man got the side angle. I did it for The Rock.
Because I'm over here working. I'm working right now. Give me a second.
What are you doing, bro?
I'm about to show you. Give me a second, bro.
Hey, bro. If you put up a picture of Jada Parker, I'm leaving.
Shut up, yo. I'm not doing that.
I'm so leaving.
All right. I'm going to show y'all the man that wakes up every morning to Angela Bassett.
Right.
This is Courtney Evans, for those who don't know. And he's an actor. They met in college. I forgot what college they both went to. I think it was like Juilliard or something like that. But these are classically trained. Okay, these are classically trained actors. I'm trying to think of the other word, the professional one that you call actors, but my mind is going blank.
Method actor.
No.
Method man.
Company. Stop. Be quiet. But this is the man that gets to wake up to her every morning, right here. Okay? And if you look right here, she's still dolled up. She's still dolled up right here. All right.
You know why? You know why? She's from that era where you don't go outside disrespecting your husband.
Nope.
She's from that era where if you go outside looking raggedy, they disrespect the man.
You know what? You're right there. You're right, Miss Voorhees. She's like, nah. She is natural booty. I thought it said beauty. I thought it said beauty. She put booty. All right. Y'all saying my cereal on top of my refrigerator. Let me put y'all back here. I'm in the two fat guys kitchen. Shut up. And yes, the word I'm looking for is thespian. Thank you. Not lesbian, but thespian. Thank you, Ms. Voorhees.
Oh man.
Shut up, y'all.
Not bad. Not bad.
Shut up, bro.
That's my 50 Shades of Grey lifestyle. I'm sorry.
What the hell?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad.
All right, y'all. Final thoughts. You. Final thoughts. Yes, you. The fat bald guy without the glasses.
All right, man. Phase 4. Let's be honest. Phase 4 had its ups and downs. A lot of it was up, but the ones that were down, they were down.
Yeah.
And understand that everybody's not perfect, and this is what happens when there's too many people in the Kevin Feige cookie jar. Everybody can't direct a Marvel movie.
Nope.
When you become a director in a Marvel movie, yeah, you have your idea, but this is how their standards go. If your idea doesn't improve their standards, you're going back to this. This is why a lot of people leave these projects they don't have enough creative freedom. You see what happens when you get creative freedom? You get Thor: Love and Thunder.
No, you get Black Adam.
So you get Black Adam, bro. It's another day. It's another day. It's another day.
Don't you got an announcement to make?
Be kind, rewind.
Ain't no damn blockbusters around no more. Hollywood Videos.
That's not my announcement. Wait a minute.
Earl's 5-star videos.
Hey, look, I went to Pick's video store on South Broadway by Fells Point. That's where I was going.
They don't know. We grew up in the era where there was a video store where you can go rent videos, and then there was the back of the video store.
Yeah, where you go to rent videos.
Right. If you wasn't 18 and you like, oh.
You had to go watch Round and Round Volume 6.
Yeah. Or Long and Strong Part 2.
The Longest Yards. Hey, yo, I'm not even gonna catch you, bro. I had one called Women in Black.
Yes, Behind the Curtain. That is right, Miss Boy. He's behind the curtain.
I had one called Women in Black, yo, and it was with green alien men. I was like, I watched Star Trek a little bit too much for the
Miss Boy, I'm not putting that comment on my screen. Y'all that watching, y'all can see it, but I'm not putting that on the screen.
Oh boy.
That is a copyright name.
Turn off the lights. Get your Vaseline.
What's your final thoughts, yo?
Like I said before, when this phase 4 was up, it had its ups, but when it had its downs, it had its downs. You had to take it with a grain of salt. This is also showing you what happens when you get too many people inside the cookie jar and they want to go outside of the box of the norm. You give them a shot and it blows up in your face. Now, with that being said, there's a lot to be learned from this phase. Take it with a grain of salt. How it is, certain things that you do can't be done no more. Some of the stuff not to feel realistic. Some of the stuff not to being feeling creative anymore. So my suggestion to them is learn how to work around that as better people. Certain things you can't use. Try to find a way to work around it. If you want to hire somebody to play a villain, make sure they play the villain. Sorry.
That's how you feel?
Yep, that's how I feel.
That's how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so my 2 cents is going to be very simple. Yo, do not leave.
No more killing.
So my 2 cents is going to be very simple. I don't like Love and Thunder. I hate Love and Thunder. I'm going to stand on that hill and die on that hill. No, but phase 4, like you said, I agree with you. It had its ups, it had its downs. I felt like Wakanda Forever gave us both. It was up because it gave you that emotion. It was Wakanda Forever gave you mixed emotions, like Naeem said, because you was missing Chadwick Boseman, but you was proud of the work that they did afterwards. So, and I agreed with you with Kevin Feige. Like, just let this man cook. Let him do what he do. He needs to just be the one in control of the helm and stop getting in the way of people being great at what they do. Like, you hire these directors for a reason. It's like when you hire the head coach for the Dallas Cowboys and the owner wants to be on the sideline making calls. Like, stop. You're the owner for a reason. You hired me to do a job. Go sit down.
Not the Cowboys, bro. Not the Cowboys.
I'm just saying, but if you look at it, Jerry Jones is the best. He's the best example for this because of that. Like,
you walked in at the wrong time. You walked in at the wrong time. He's not saying that Jerry Jones is the best. It's by far.
All I heard was Jerry Jones and best, and I instantly left.
I'm talking about as an example of somebody who hires people to do a job, but you got to keep putting your hands on it. Go sit down. You got your little radio show. All right, we get it. You're a big deal. You're a former college football player. We get it. You're
played for the Oklahoma slave trade.
Shit.
No, he played college football with shoot. His homeboy, the one the former coach, the one that ran the dynasty. When Aikman and Irvin and Smith was there. Yeah, they played college football together.
Arkansas.
That's how they knew each other. Jerry Jones played college football.
Yeah,
but Jimmy Jones was also the one. But Jimmy Jones was also the only one that told him to go sit his butt down. You brought me here for a reason. Let me do what I do. And honestly, people need to do that with Disney. You brought me here to do a job. Let me do my job. Now, with the Thor situation, you leaving pivotal parts of the movie on the cutting room floor because you want to tell this heartfelt story, you should have got punched in your throat.
You play O-line.
And just maybe, if you'd have left those parts in there, I might have found the movie remotely enjoyable.
Just a tad bit more.
Right, but you want to pull on heartstrings because you want to tell the story. The story's already fucking written.
Get in your bag. Get in your bag. Get in your bag.
It's already what? What? Do you like shrimp and fruit? What? I feel like that's a setup. So we're. I feel like that's a setup. I don't know why.
And it's sad because I wanted to answer this question, but I'm so scared.
I don't even know. I don't know. Mommy. Mama. All right. Dan Jones
I like peaches.
has a special announcement. So the last few weeks we have been teasing y'all on our social media pages, and it was simply put: you asked for it, now you're gonna get it. Be careful what you ask for, because you're gonna get it. So with that being said, Mr. Jones, before you say anything, where is it? Breaking news. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. This is live. Live right now. We have breaking news from the separate Two Fat Guys studios. So, Dan Jones.
How you doing? Yeah. This is Dan Jones here. Breaking news. You got it. You asked for it. It's finally here. We've been cooking it up for the past 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks now, and actually sat down and talked about it. Starting next week, September 21st, on the 35th or the 38th anniversary of it, we're dropping this. On the 30th, one of them anniversaries, it is the underrated, overrated DC EU movies. We talking Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, everything. Y'all kept asking for it. Now you're getting it. This Saturday, next Saturday, September 21st, part 1, the most overrated, underrated DCEU movies. That is DC Extended Universe. We're going through everything. Superman, Batman, Superman, Justice League. Whatever it is that they did in that time frame is going to be judged. Overrated to underrated. You asked for it. You got it. It is here. We're not biased. Yes, we do like DC, but Marvel is more popular right now. DC's recooking. And since they're recooking, now we're going to jump into things that they should never cooked at all. So, back to you, Cass. What are you doing?
All right. So, like I said, y'all asked for it, now you're getting it.
Fuck that. He's laughing and you're laughing.
No, I'm laughing because I know when it's all said and done, they're going to be like, y'all are disrespectful. We told y'all we didn't want to do DC because we don't rock with DC like that. We have our certain beliefs in DC, but don't get us wrong. We respect Superman. We respect Batman. We respect the comics religiously. Had nothing but the utmost admirations for the comics. But the movies...
No. They're going to pull the movies up. Pull!
There you go. So, but Ms. Voorhees said she just wanted to hear our accents. And so, no, I'm not going to give you that pleasure, man. Pause.
I am. Check this out.
I've seen your Facebook. No.
Huh? So let's. I grew up over East Baltimore. My favorite color is purple, and it's also blue.
So first of all, I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I don't say scrimps. I do say shrimp because I know how to enunciate. Yeah, and the word fruit. Now food is fruit.
Hey, at my job, they laugh at me because I say Scrooge.
Right, it's screw.
No, it's Scrooge, bro.
No. Yeah, you know it's funny. So, and I'm about to name a street, and if you're not from Baltimore, then you don't know the name of the street. So just bear with us. I was using my GPS earlier, and I was over west, and my GPS told me to turn on Bentaloo Street.
It's
Bentaloo. All right, it's Bentlow, right?
Bentlow. What?
But it's pronounced Bentaloo. There's an A in that word, in that street name. It's Bentalou. It is pronounced Bentaloo. But being from Baltimore, we say Bitlow.
It's Bitlow.
Right. Bitlow.
It's
Like
Bitlow.
middle.
Middle Street.
That's like if you ever went to, they be like, no, you went to Thurgood Marshall Middle School. Nah, bro, I went to Hiram Ryan.
Right.
Yeah,
It
just give me the
became
thing.
Thurgood Marshall.
Right.
So anyway, people, we about to get up out of here. Definitely, once again, check out Spotify for Psycho Music. Look out for Dan's stuff on Spotify under Psycho Music. Y'all can inbox him directly from there, or you can email him using our email if you would like to purchase music or do a collaboration with him. He has a plethora of instrumentals loaded up, different genres from trap, hip hop, even got some experimental music, which I was really surprised at finding out that my man liked to go a little deeper. Pause.
Bro,
You know what? I avoided that culture for so long of saying pause and no diddy. And now because of this show and the comments that people leave, I gotta protect myself.
I ain't saying it. I'm grown. I know what I meant.
Right.
You know what I meant. I'm grown.
he ain't protect himself.
Right.
I ain't got nothing to give it. Check yourself, get a call, let me go.
But definitely check out his music. But he would definitely love the support. And once again, you can catch us both on Twitch. I am under Crazy Gaming, and he is Psycho Gaming, KRAYZEGAMING. For those who are listening on Spotify podcast, and his is SKYOGAMING. He is doing what?
Doing right now, Assassin's Creed.
Oh, so you're not doing Gears no more?
I'm done.
Are you done? Okay.
I did all of them.
All right. Excuse me. I'm still doing Battlefield Hardline, and I will not be streaming tomorrow. I didn't get a chance to stream today, so check me out next weekend. If I can stream in the middle of the week, I will see what I can do. But definitely follow us. We definitely appreciate the support. Somebody asked me, were we looking to go into monetization? And I said, if it happens, it happens. Money. If we like to get monetized, like making money. And I said, if it happens, it happens. But right now, Dan and I, we do this for the fun of it. We enjoy doing this. And, we ain't got the time to put in 90 hours a week into this because we got full-time jobs and families. But we still appreciate the support. So, as always. And as normal, you can find us where? You can email us at twofatguyspodcast99@gmail.com. That is twofatguyspodcast99@gmail.com. Facebook, it is Two Fat Guys Podcast. Instagram, Two Fat Guys Podcast 99. TikTok, Two Fat Guy Podcast 99. And y'all need to start following us on TikTok and Instagram, but definitely TikTok, because we are tripping on TikTok. Like we doing some crazy stuff with TikTok, and we about to go a little deeper into it. YouTube, Two Fat Guys Podcast 99. In case you want to go back and rewatch one of these crazy technical difficulty having podcasts. And like I said, we are on Spotify. We are on Spotify under I'm sorry, I'm looking at this comment. We are on Spotify under Two Fat Guys Podcast. That's simply what we're called, Two Fat Guys Podcast under Spotify Podcast. New episodes go live every Tuesday. So we're doing that on Tuesdays. So they go live Tuesdays at 12 o'clock. So definitely subscribe and follow to that. Follow, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell on YouTube. Turn on the notification bell. Oh yeah. And we also, and Dan just uploaded a bunch of trailer reactions. He did the Venom final trailer and a couple other ones. So go check those out. They are on YouTube and our Facebook channel, but they're easy. You can probably get them easier on YouTube. So like I said, turn on the notification bell on YouTube. Turn on the notification for TikTok. Turn on the notification for Instagram. And definitely turn on the notification for Spotify when we upload these podcasts. So you can share these with your friends, or there's some of the stuff that you like. I missed it, but I ain't got time to watch it, so I can listen to it throughout my day. This is what we're doing to keep the content going for you guys. And last comment of the night goes out to Ms. Voorhees.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
And this is for you, Big Nice. Shout out to the honorary MSU founder. So, and I think I think you meant SMU, but either way, we know who you're talking about. So shout out to Big Nah. But we are grateful for you guys for tuning in with us as normal. And as always, I was about to steal Xavier Woods' line. I'm not gonna do that. Just thought about it. I was ready to say something to get us in trouble. As always,
We're going to jail.
As always, my friends, tell a friend to tell a friend that it's Two Fat Guys Podcast again. Love y'all.